Hiya YouTubers, this is Superman G, come back at you one more again. And I have a couple of my subscribers who requested that I do a video about working with zip files because they've been having some issues of trying to download or even watch zip files that have come to them from Gmail. Now, zip files, for those of you who don't know what it is a compressed file. And the way it's worded is exactly how it is. It's a folder that has files inside, and you basically zip it up. So everything is basically compressed inside of this folder with the zipper pretty much locking them in place. Now, the reason you would do this is because the files in the folder are very large, and when you zip it, you compress the size. So like if something was 500 megabytes big, when you compress it or you zip it, it'll probably take it down a few megabytes. So to make it smaller, in essence, it'll make the file size smaller so you can send it through the email a lot faster. So I'm going to show you how to create a zip folder and how to uncompress the folder when you get it in email if it was sent to you by a friend or a colleague, because it's one thing to create or send a zip file, but you also need to know how to unzip it so you can view the contents within the folder. So I'm going to start you off with, you want to first come to your desktop and you want to right click. You're going to go to new and you're going to come down to compressed zip folder. And then from here you can create whatever name you want to create. I'm going to just say test folder. Alright. Now I'm going to also show the difference between having the files in a regular folder and then having them in a zip folder. So right now I'm going to create this test folder, and then I'm going to create another folder, a regular folder, and I'm going to call this test folder 1, whatever. Okay, I'm just trying to get us there. So then once you create your folder, I'm going to drag over a file. This is a video file that I'm going to drag over here. Now, this is what I want you to pay attention to. The file size. As you can see, it says the file size is 198 megabytes big. Okay, so if you were to put it in this folder, now it says the file size is 198 megabytes. Now there's the file, the video file, in the test folder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same file out of this test folder, gonna move it back to the desktop, close that folder out, and now I'm going to place it inside of the test folder, the zip folder. And now we're going to see what it says. So I'm going to bring over the action that's going on right now. The computer is compressing the file, and depending on how many files you have in here, it could take a while. In this case, it only took a few seconds. So right now, what has happened is the computer has compressed that file in that folder. So now it has compressed, sucked all the air out of that bag, and now it is compressed. It has shrunk the file. Now we can view the size of the test folder that's been zipped. You're going to right click, click on properties, and now you can see it says 197 megabytes big. Now even though it said 198 before, 197 is what the shrunken zipped file did to the original file. It doesn't seem very large, but that's what it's done nonetheless. So with that, this is how you zip or compress a file. And to show you what the original file looks like, or the size of it rather, Here it is, 198 megabytes. So you can see that it shrunk the file size. Now I'm going to show you how to work with this zip file in Gmail. So you're going to open up your Gmail, and in this case someone has already sent me a new compressed zip folder. But let's say if I wanted to send this person a zip folder or a zip file, then in that case I would choose compose for a new message, type in their email address, type in a subject if I choose to. In this case, it's going to be test. And then I will click down on the little paperclip icon and attach a file, the zip file that I just made, which is a test folder zip. Now, because it is a large file, larger than 25 megabytes, Google will put it in the Google Drive link. So it's got to upload that file first, which is 198 megs. So once it finishes uploading that, then you hit send, and the email will send itself out to whom you addressed it to. Now, when you get a compressed or zip file, such as this example right here, you're going to have two choices of how you can open it. One is a download and the other is open up in Google Drive. Now, this file has not been scanned because Gmail doesn't have a way of scanning these files, so you're going to have to use your onboard computer's virus scanner if you have one installed, which you should by now at this point. You want to make sure you scan the file and run anti-malware program scan to make sure that there are no viruses or malware or even ransomware with these files, even if they are coming from a trusted source, your friend, your coworker. You never know what's in that file, so make sure you run a virus scan and an anti-malware scan before you open up the file. So what you're going to do is click on the zip file, and these are the files that are inside of the folder. There are 9 items. So these are all video files. So it shows you how many. This shows you what you can open up the zip file with: a zip extractor, cloud converter, zip unzip, or other apps. So there's also these buttons over here where you click on it, the download button, and it should start the download process. After you've downloaded the file, say like you're on your desktop, you're going to click on the file. And when you do, this window is going to pop up. This is the extraction window. This is showing you what you need to do to get the file to open, the zip file. And that button, extract all, is what you need to click on to get it to open. You will highlight the file and click extract all. When you do that, the selected destination and extract files window will pop up. From here, this is where you would choose where you want the files to be extracted to, where you want them placed, or where you want them opened from. Once you choose the destination, you're going to click the extract button at the bottom. The computer will now extract the files. Shouldn't take very long depending on how big the file sizes are. And there's your file. It's where you placed it. In this case, the desktop and in the test folder. These are where all your files would be, but it also depends on where you put the file or the folder. You click on the file and there you have it. Video's working perfectly. So this is how you work with zip files. As you can see, it's not hard, it's just very tedious. It can be a little lengthy. Once you do it more often, you will become used to it. So I really hope this helps you guys out. You all take care, be safe, and peace out.